What did we leave off at? I thought we were onto something, and then we weren't onto something, so I was like, I quit. I raged quit because we didn't know what to do next. So I trust that we can now come back and you know exactly what we should do.
Well, we are just doing investigation stuff, I believe, for trying to get our client found not guilty of murder, as we tend to do.
This is what we didn't do last time. We should be presenting profiles
Right.
to people, and I didn't do that. So this is...
Oh yeah, there was a body stuck in a safe. Him. He was found in a safe.
Yeah, what does she
Dead.
know about this guy? She doesn't know as many people as she used to. I see. Admit her.
No, that's actually good development. That's because she used to be like an agent and shit, and she used to like be networking, and now she is not.
So, how did they cram his body inside the safe, Gumshoe? Oh, look at this. Alright, good stuff. Detective Gumshoe. Can't do voice. Tight. Detective Gumshoe. Tell us more about Shane Blue Balls.
That's Shane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal, or
No.
Balls, or...
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Phoenix.
What are you teaching me of Dada Phoenix? Maya, please stop.
The victim in this case...
I can only handle so much savagery.
The victim in this case probably does get more than Phoenix, huh? Or at least he probably did. I bet even now, if there's a dead body, he'd probably, you know, do a little bit more.
Stop! I was gonna make that. Well, at least I'm not dead, and then now you're ruining it.
Too easy,
God.
Phoenix.
You know what? I'm not gonna let this affect me anymore. All right, we got a case to solve. We kind of messed up getting him found guilty of murder, but we're gonna prove him innocent. So. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead, so... Yeah, his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Well, anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. When am I not confused? Am I right? For some reason, I'm just laughing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask while he's now thinking straight.
I'm never thinking straight. Oh, okay. Well, can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
Let me see, he was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is that anyway? I'm the CEO of a lawyer's attorney guild place, so, you know, I know a little bit.
You and your little dude.
Oh, that's probably what
well,
I was
the company
gonna say.
basically...
Fucking Exandria Unlimited is pretty good. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh!
I don't know. That's something. But I kind of already said that, but, you know, it's good. Fun.
Your binge games, your
binge
game's better than mine right now.
Yeah, I'm on episode. I think I finished episode 3 today. 3 or 4. They're longish, so I've been watching them during work. I think I'm on I think I did 3. Here's the thing. Either way, it's good. I like it. They're fun. It's probably biased because it's a bunch of actors that we like, and by we I mean me, and probably you also. Is Matt Mercer, Robbie Damon, and Bria, and Robbie Damon, I said, and Amy Carrero, who I think was...
Is Travis Willingham?
No, not in this one. He does some of the Critical Role stuff, I know, but he's not in this. It was people I was saying, and then, Ashley Johnson, and... I don't remember who it's. You know, like 5 out of like the 6 people involved with this, so good stuff. You might know 6 out of 6 people involved in it, because I know 5 out of 6, and you might know the other guy. So, anyway, it's good. They're fun. I don't know why that came up now. Oh, because I said guild. I'm so fucking... I should just fight. Go just read the line. I'm gonna try and regain control of my mind.
Again, if this is not the night, I'm okay. Oh well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullen must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during doing this kind of work. That is also another recap thing. We did go into the what you call it, security room area where Harry works, and where also Wendy Oldbag works.
Your favorites.
And we, yes, my favorite, sure. And did we or did we not prove that Harry messed up
He sucks
because? Yes, but did he actually hit the button? Was there fingerprints on the button, or did we? But there weren't fingerprints on the button, so he never pushed it.
No, wasn't it?
That's what I can't remember.
He like went away or something. Like,
I think that was
at
it.
a station, maybe.
I think so. But I just can't remember if that became like a actual, like if it was actually his fault, like if he could have prevented it.
There are no fingerprints.
Okay, so he never pushed it. It's not his fault technically. Never mind.
No, this is the CEO
So
one. The buzzer went off, but he didn't like report it, or he wasn't there. Like this could just be because of the gloves, because like it did go off.
True.
Is it on his profile?
They said he wasn't wearing gloves. That I do remember.
Maybe it was cleaned. The buzzer did go off once in the CEO's office.
Yup.
Even though there are no fingerprints. Oh shit! I don't know. Whatever you said, I wasn't listening. But
he was a money grubber.
I just love money. I don't need to know what you're saying. I love money. I can't ever get enough. Even though Nick don't pay me and I'm running the business, I just take it from my spiritual place. You know, take advantage of people want to talk to the dead and be like, yeah, you can talk to them for money.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. I'm not letting you pickpocket me again.
Oh, Nick, I've taken out your wallet 6 times and put it back in 7 times.
Anyway, it looks like you did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be even shiftier. Nick, I'm not doing small-time gigs
No.
anymore. Next time, I'm robbing the Fort Knox. That's probably in California.
Let me go. Let me end me.
Oh, no,
Let me go already.
it's in Kentucky. Well, we can go to Kentucky. That's probably like... I mean, Pearlie walks like 6 hours every day to get here. So, we can probably walk to Kentucky.
We are not walking to Kentucky. Apparently it was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Nick, what kind of deal do we got in other lawyers?
Well, I'm pretty sure Grossberg's had the hots for Red White. what an old throwback.
That was the JoJo guy.
Because it wasn't
right?
that old. Yeah.
I mean, that was like first game, so basically 3
I know.
years ago.
It was a throwback for sure. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Well, that gives a motive. Which we really didn't need right now. Yeah, and after screwing up so many times. The company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh?
So what do you know about this? Speaking of blackmail letters.
About this blackmail letter? Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Game Bullard have been blackmailing Rhonda Light anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Well, Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Go to your bed.
Hi, Pooch.
He kept whining at the door. I gave in. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now, so...
Oh. Alright, disappointing as always. Okay.
Right, your daughter's mean.
Yep, and he's the one who raised me, so it's his fault.
It certainly is not. You were a pickpocket scoundrel way before. Go to your bed.
Okay, so that was something else. Now we got more info. Is what's his face back yet? I heard like we just still need. Okay, there we go. So now we got some more info on him, so we can be like.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Oh, Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? You don't look rubbed up very much. Did they need my bat?
Yes, no, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Oh, maybe they did. Ah, they went for more of the psychological warfare on you, huh?
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
I don't like liars, Mr. Delia.
Well, you see...
Yes, I do see what you won't be seeing once I beat out your eyes with my bat.
Mr. Wright, your father's so mean. Okay. On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to... Oh, okay. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? You don't have an evil twin brother or anything?
We've dealt with that before.
So the only question... Yeah?
No, we haven't.
Did we?
Nick, it's a bluff. It's a bluff. Obviously, that's what I was going for. We gotta let him know he can't pull that over on us.
Okay.
I think I was getting confused.
we dealt with that before.
What was the dude who like ascended? He didn't. His brother was like in a coma. That was
right.
That wasn't really
You mean Acro?
Yeah.
Acro and that. So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask to Mask? Is that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight, you say that again, I'm gonna break your kneecaps. And at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? It was the freshest man alive. Look at me. He laughed like ho 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 hee hee ha ha ho ho hee hee ha ha ha.
Baguettes.
He said, "Take a good look, everyone, at my French baguettes, oui oui. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I forced to create one myself. Here I am, tragic clown, Le Joker." Remember when he said that? He called himself Le Joker.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you had KB security at the time.
Murdering people.
Yeah.
So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo.
Well, it's gotta be Detective Atney.
Even though his nose probably should not have fit in that mask.
Maybe his nose is collapsible.
So that's a good idea. So that night you didn't go to Lord the Tailor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should.
Alright, and what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet and, left evidence of him being there that we really didn't need. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Okay, go on. Someone.
Or something.
Oh.
Well, that silhouette sure did look like a certain Frenchman we know.
But how?
Nick, I told you,
He
we're familiar with the whole evil twin brother situation. Right? This is all looking mighty familiar.
But seriously, how? he was still. But then that's the same time, right? 1 a.m.
Well, Nick, time is an illusion.
Oh, God.
Time is just a weird soup.
Oh my gosh. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Was it cane blue balls that hit you?
I don't know.
So you didn't get a look at his balls?
Also, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Oh. Please tell me you did not put him in the safe. That is so much worse.
Nick, I'll bet you my entire salary that he put him in the safe.
He's so soft-spoken. Like, I could not actually, and I can also like imagine him being able to carry that big old body into the safe by himself. So
No, Nick, that's
I don't know.
Body positive of you.
Listen, he may have what was the story of how he saved his wife? He may have thrown himself into like the conflict there, the hostage situation, but I say that was luck.
I still think that wasn't really what happened, but yes.
Or it didn't happen, but I want to believe. See, I am body positive, or at least person positive, I don't know. And the dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. Please, why?
Nick, I just want you to remember that the next time you call me stupid, I at least haven't done this yet.
Fine. You haven't. But between him and Adrian Andrews hiding bodies, or framing bodies, so that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. Why? You could have just left. No one would have known. No one would have known you were there. I used to be the chief of some of the security team, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that? Stupid, really dumb, idiotic decision that you made.
Well, I got out of the starters. I'm not an idiot.
Your mistake was not doing that literally as the first thing.
I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, this guy's an idiot. Why are we always defending idiots? Every single one of their class, anyone you've ever defended in court, has been just the stupidest person.
Because only idiots get themselves wrapped up in murder.
Hey, what are you saying about me?
You know.
Well, all of a sudden, Mr. Light is sounding like the murderer to me. I say, we let him out, after I beat him with my bat.
Please don't say that. We have to get him out of this. As much as I hate this.
Mr. Light, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB security because everyone knew that you didn't deserve your wife? Nick, let him answer the question.
I mean, that's not... how did you know about me leaving?
It's you take one look at you and Bussy, and we just know.
Well, why do you call her Bussy again? I don't know where that
remember.
nickname came from.
I don't know.
You don't. I don't.
I said it.
You know what a Bussy is.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't. I said it for some reason or another. I just committed, and I know that you have not committed as well, because why would you? But I said it, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna stick with this now. So.
Well, I'm committed to the extent of never commenting on it this entire time. But now I just like it.
I don't know.
It's been a break from it for this long, and I had to ask.
Something came up where I said it the first time, and now I just have to say it. Because if I don't, then I'm a quitter. That's how I justify all of my terrible bits like that, and the Bane quotes, and literally everything else. Because even if it's terrible,
Can't argue with that logic.
you can never admit that you're wrong and that you did a stupid thing. You just have to stick with it until you die. I mean, look at Miles and Phoenix. You know, that's their whole relationship. I'm just keeping in line with the spirit of the game.
Well, can't argue with that. I'm begging you, please don't tell Dusty. Please.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already telling. I'm calling her right now.
No, please. Please, I suppose I'll have to tell her myself sometime. She'll find out eventually
And when you
if
do,
she answers the phone.
she's heartbroken and she's weeping and needing consolation, I'll be there. And why have you been hiding it for her anyway? Like, she's amazing and you're you. Like, this was gonna happen eventually.
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. Actually, no, she wouldn't. She's only got the problem. Didn't she say that? She only had a problem with, like, framing others for it. Or, like, trying to pin it on someone else. Criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Alright, Phoenix, we gotta tell her ASAP. I'm gonna go. You stay here with him. I'm gonna head back and let her know. Because, I mean, like, knowing that, why would you even become a thief in the first place?
Not because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least, that's what I thought anyway.
I'd do so much better.
So, he became Master Mask for love, huh?
That's kind of like how you became a lawyer for love, Nick. Except your career's in shambles.
Oh, yeah, at least I'm not sitting behind.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, his wife is still there.
Jail cell.
Your man's nowhere to be seen. I'm just saying, my dad's never here. I don't know. Anyway.
We're gonna patch this up after this, alright? Fine.
I just miss Edward and Francisca. Why can't our family ever be whole, Nick? I think it's your fault.
I have enough guilt already without you piling it on, Maya.
What is...
Do we present that?
I don't know. We've shown him some of this stuff already. Maybe not. So, was this blackmail letter written by KB Security CEO? Sharane Blue Balls?
I think so. Probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a keycard. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security, so...
I guess no one other than Mr. Blue Balls could have written the letter then. So I guess these are all kind of the new things. Let's just look at this.
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. The one that's not related to Mia. Oh boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Master Mask, he must have gone away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, hey?
Wow, Sugoi! Wait, Chotomate! The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat.
I would have never seen through this. That's probably the smartest thing that anybody could ever... I mean, I'm like the best thief, but that's pretty good.
But as you might expect, Detective Atney found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Does he? Does he, though? That's interesting. Does he count the mask-to-mask disguise?
I do wonder if this is leaning toward... I don't know. I remember you said Pooch. I know, I'm looking it up. Okay, Pooch, I have a small brain. Give me a second. You had mentioned...
He did say, like, that's how he was able to dress up by him. He had the costume from that first encounter, right?
Perhaps.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. Yep. So that's when Atney got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I see the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters? Like... Plural?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down, don't get so worked out, that's my job.
Hello.
That
New
is
soundtrack.
quite interesting. Oh yeah. Hey, I like it.
Yeah, so... He sucked at this for a while because someone figured it out, like, way back when, apparently, and have been sending him threats since then. Okay. Well, I guess let's present some of this other shit and then just see what opens up.
Oh, that's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket.
Don't press what? Sorry. I just love making a lot of noise.
Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet, considering there's all these new things suddenly getting introduced. By you specifically. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. This list. We found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mask stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? I think this is just like a printed Wikipedia page, and they get some of that info wrong.
The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry, we're supposed to be led to believe that Desiree... Okay, I get it. She's being set up to be like the ultimate babe needs money. Insert that Lisa
like
money
the
song.
Average woman to me. Am I right, boys? See, this is one of those things where I just had to...
As I was saying... As I was saying, we're supposed to be like... I mean, maybe KB Security really does pay that well, in which case I'm gonna be mad at Larry making those fat stacks. But... we're just supposed to be led to believe she didn't have any idea where the money was coming from. After she was able to afford all these things on his security, chief of security, to be fair, salary. And like, I'm a little sus of her
I know
right
you
now.
don't want to hear it, Diva, but that sounds like a typical woman to me. Am I right, boys?
Even on the black market, the prices. I read this already. I just need any excuse to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you convert these to like the Norwegian krone, it'd be close to like $850,000.
I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard and also was a thief.
Well, okay, but he doesn't care about my conversion. That's fine. So the buzzer went off just once around the time the Blue Balls was killed.
Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't.
It is scary, and you should be afraid. It's the spookiest time of the year.
I really am. I'm always afraid. That I can do consistently. Yet why am I not surprised by how clueless and scared he is anymore?
Alright, so this blackmail letter. First off, it's not even black, and it wasn't even mailed. It was just handed to you, so that's all just a big lie. But this is the first one you got?
No, of course not. I was called way sooner. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tia Eminon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it.
So, someone found out about your true identity? Just like that. God, you're such a you're not even, you're a mediocre thief, mediocre husband. Like, Jessica could do so much better.
Right, your daughter's mean. Also, how crazy would it be if Wendy Oldbag was the one blackmailing him? I don't know why I had that thought.
She does not have the competence for it. There's no way.
No,
unless she's
not
gone
at
through
all.
like some crazy progression off screen.
Character arc.
Yeah.
Like,
She comes back and she's like a completely different model and everything. There's no way.
I don't know, it occurred to me like, we really haven't seen her this whole time,
And
huh?
let's keep it that way. I know she's your favorite.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. Nope, not even a little bit. I'm used to being a master thief, you know.
It is. I do. Phoenix. That's.
I wouldn't say you're a master thief, Maya.
Okay, well, I know that you said not to pick your pocket, but I've been taking your wallet in and out this entire conversation, and you haven't even noticed.
No, I did. I just had bigger fish to fry.
Really? What was in your wallet? Because I bet you it's not in there anymore.
Well, there's a picture of you and Pearls, there's a picture of Edgeworth, another picture of Edgeworth, $20, a picture of my security, my badge, my lawyer's badge.
Well, the lawyer's badge was missing before I got in there, so I don't know what happened with that. But now all that's left in there is the picture of me and Pearls. So, take that as you will.
Yes. I carry pictures of my family with me. What, you got a problem with that, Maya?
No, I'm just saying that they're not in there anymore.
What? Why?
Because I
What would you?
Eh,
Why?
it's fine. Anyway, so what's this about Mr. Delight here? Saying that it's hard being a thief when it ain't.
Hey, he said I've got proof that it was you, so give up. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
So he did
It
all
was still
this to
reported
get
missing.
money for Bussy, and then he didn't even get the money. He's just... Nick, I want to kill this guy. I will say that right here, in front of all these policemen, I am going to murder this man.
Maya, if I have to bail you out of jail one more time,
Hey, third time's the charm.
I'm just gonna leave you there.
It's a tradition
No,
now in these games. We
I'm
can't
just-
complete the trilogy without me being in jail again. You know what's gonna happen, so I'm just speeding along the
No.
process.
I'm going to leave you in there.
Wonder what Edgeworth would say about that.
Don't worry. Don't you bring my husband into this. Don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
Oh God, he's accepting pitted check. You are an insult to thieves.
And no one said anything about me being worried, so... yeah. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Don't tell me he hasn't even been doing these heists by himself.
What are these plans you're talking about? You call yourself a master thief, and you ain't even constructing your plan. I don't even have plans. I just figured it out in a day, and I'm better than you. But at least I would... I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna help you. I have instructions on how to steal a crown off painting or some other rare treasure. It showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean the one that planned the house wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I had planned the very first one. The one I got caught on.
Yeah.
After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Okay, so maybe it was.
Oh
Look at
yes,
me.
very kind.
Sounds like
Yeah.
Mr. Light is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. Ain't that a kink? I think that's what you're into, huh, Phoenix? What's that called?
I don't know what you're talking about, and I also don't know the name of that kink. But anyway, Rhonda Light was mask to mask after all, that is... yeah, but... someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? You know, we're not gonna, he's probably gonna have to stay in jail by the end of this, since he did do the committing. At the very least, we'll be able to get whoever planned them and take them down with him. At least I think that's how this will work.
And then someone will need to be there to consult Bessie, not consult. Or consult, comfort, you know. Other things to start with C that I won't say. And everyone, it'll be a happy ending for all of us. But anyway, you went after the Sacred Urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn.
You're never gonna see it again.
What I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? And before the Magatama thing acts up. Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay?
Oh, you've been on a call this whole time. We've been texting, I got her direct line, and I just called her, and we just been the whole time. Don't even worry about it. Your marriage is over.
Well, what did we just get? Sorry, it
It's
went away
testimony.
too quick.
Ron's testimony
Oh, okay.
about not stealing, or about being a fraud.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, his fans are all gonna be out the window. All those Phantom Thieves fans are just gonna be like, you poser. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me.
No
Do you want
promises.
I'll give you the secret to happy marriage. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. What I did was hide his body in the safe, which I admit is kind of fucked up to do. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. I was just paranoid.
Why?
I mean, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have no alibi, right?
Guess so. Maybe that's clever. I don't know.
I mean, when you're that paranoid, and I highly doubt he would have been able to keep it a secret for that much longer, I'm sure it's clever in his own way. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word, especially because the Magatama didn't act up, so... Mystic Maya!
Hey! Pearly!
I have returned.
It's about time. There've been too many guys
was
in
late.
this. Oh, you've been taking public transportation again. Good for you.
Yes, it does not run on the souls of the dead, but it does suffice. Well, hey, girls. So, other than taking the bus, what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Corain Village to have it examined.
Oh yeah, how was your side quest? What'd the demon say?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it is the real urn.
Whew. Well, that's a relief. I was really worried, because, you know, I'm in charge of that whole, our village and stuff.
Yes, but there's one small problem.
With the village? Well, I've suddenly got to go have an item meeting, so you can just tell it to Nick and I'll get around to it eventually. Bye.
These cute little pink splotches. They said it's paint, in that they were put on the urn recently. Okay, so why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick. We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big idea.
Ron, you yell at
Or
him too.
big deal, whatever. What was that?
Ron, you yell at him too about how it's a big deal.
Yes,
break
it's
your
a
legs.
big deal.
Good boy.
It's a big deal. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Just please stop threatening our client. Yes, please don't let her get to me.
I forgot about you as soon as I heard that you were gonna be unmarried. Alright. How could this have possibly gotten paint on it? I wonder if it's all that paint. That's... Why can't I get to the... What's up, Maya? It's at this place. Oh. Okay.
This is so random, but I just remembered the scene from the anime. I don't want to die in the freaking sewer.
Despite how much we might
The Mayan
play up,
pixie.
yeah, they're pearls in Maya's chaoticness. It's also really not that far-fetched.
It's not. It's very canon. It just popped in my head again. It was a very good scene.
Mm. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. You look like you've taken some souls recently.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Miss Andrews.
That's the face of a demon child, all right. That was in the right. It's fine. Oh, I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Devouring the souls. I was having the zone examined.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about Hellfire examiners. So, what did they say?
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here, and by that I mean look at the paint.
Nick, circle around one more time. Alright, players, time to choose examine. And then click on everything. Okay, so her thing was still locked. I wonder if it could be this okay, well that's checked. So the box is still off.
Oh, this box. There's something about it that's bothering me.
Yeah,
Maya,
yeah.
do you know?
Yeah, you think that my shoddy craftsmanship is shoddy and that Pearl has better arts and craft projects than me. Also, that's the box of Sacred Urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
Yep, we know. We know how it got on there.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. I don't care that you know that the thing says Leon instead of 77037 or whatever. We're clicking on everything.
Ah, memories. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. Bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. What do you think if I dyed my hair like that when me and Francisca both had some unnatural hair colors? Wouldn't that be cute? Does pink complement a teal green? Pearly, what do you know about the color wheel?
Red. Brown. I don't ask why I know. Anyway, Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yup, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Oh, that's the box the Sacred Urn was in.
And if you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. I can't believe we didn't notice this the first time I came in here. Look, it matches.
What is it, Mr. Nick? You're giving me a dull look. Oh, this is all turning out exactly as I thought it would.
All the pieces are coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Okay, so it's gotta be that it was pushed up against... The box was there, the paint got knocked over, maybe during the fight?
Everything. Probably. You keep theorizing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. 1 second.
Okay. Hello.
Let's try this again, maybe, because now we have a couple more things of evidence, as they say in Jamaica. You should know that I have a higher IQ than Harry Botts.
Oh, that's not saying much. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn?
Do I know anything? Of course I know things. I know that Maya's probably the best daughter you could ever hope in the entire world and you should treasure her. And I know that Pearly might be a demon, but she's also such a sweetie pie. Those are 2 things I know. And I'm in charge of the entire exhibit, so I can tell you anything about anything.
You were half right, I'll give you that. But the urn that was submitted before the court today, it's obviously not the same urn as before.
No, your daughter, the demon one, confirmed it with her demon friend. She said that it was the same pieces. And that's true. Maybe it isn't the same, even though we're just concerned that it was not a fake, because Pearly said so. And I trust your daughter. Do you not trust your daughter, Nicholas?
Nicholas? Oh man. It's not even the correct. That is really funny. Nicholas Wright. Wait, we knew a Nick Wright. We knew in high school. Yeah, long time ago.
We did? You did or we did?
Yeah. I thought he was.
Right.
Well, he wasn't in like all of the circles, but he was someone. He definitely knew Aaron, and he was on the spectrum. I don't know if he's ringing any bells.
Canada.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember.
Man, that's a throwback. I should have mentioned that first.
Yeah, I didn't remember his last name, but yes, now I do remember Nick. I hope he's well.
Yeah.
He was friendly.
Me too. I don't know if I read this. Fake? Oh yes, I do trust my Nicholas aside.
Interesting how
do
you
trust
didn't
my daughter.
say that right away. You said a fake first, and then you decided to say you trusted her. Anyway, you're the one who said it wasn't the same, so what's the most obvious explanation? I mean, do you have any evidence that the urn that submitted with the urn was charged genuine? That thing that says it's a genuine article? No.
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. It says so right here in the court record.
Look who decided to trust his daughter for the first time.
This is definitely not the first time. Crows went back to Crane Village and had it examined.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again? I assure you I only broke it the one time.
And there's the answer. Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Oh, covers Maya's ears. Yes, it was broken a year ago. I promised Pearls I wouldn't tell her. And now it looks like the same thing has happened again. And quite recently, too.
Heartbreak? Yeah, my heart was broken once a year ago. And it's been broken again recently. All the time. Constantly. I am emotionally damaged. Not that anyone cares. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently again? I mean, that's news to me.
Join the fucking club, Maya. Talk about your emotional baggage. I get berated on this job on the daily.
Yeah, well, at least you get paid.
Now you... Oh, really? Is that CEO job not working out for you, huh? What happened to all the CEO?
Alright,
I made all money.
Hey, where's my good karma, Nick? That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm the CEO of this company. I do it for free, and yet I still experience heartbreak. None of this...
Alright, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? What sort of... Maya never talks about her feelings. What are you talking about? I guess one of these. Probably?
Probably, I'm just not sure.
No. Well, apparently not.
Nope.
So what, Mr. Rice? Why do you think it was broken recently? I'm going to repeat the question because clearly you made a mistake. Broken recently, you know it.
What it was?
Why are you say you can't just say because. That doesn't hold up in court. I know, I tried. This one. Nope, okay.
Isn't that what we did?
No, I did this.
Did?
We are going to die. Okay, so neither of those two.
Why was it broken recently? Well, the...
We don't have... Is this something older?
Was it the sword? Did they break the...
Well, it used
I don't
to
think
say...
so.
It used to say I am before when it was broken the first time. Where's
Oh! Present the picture of the... Yeah.
Hey, look, that's me! Take that! That's what you
this poster. It was made recently, right?
Poster? Oh, the poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on
Oh,
it.
yeah, like I am innocent.
I think therefore I am. Mm-hmm. That's better than what I said. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
Maybe it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're insinuating. That was such a bad...
Oh my god.
I tried, okay? This works in California, you speak like that. All you female Californians are like, oh my god, I'm such a well girl. I can't do it, okay? Anyway.
Alright.
See?
I hate you.
You're laughing because you know it's true. I am. I mean, what does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when this photo was taken. Mom, I wasn't even there. He's a liar.
I don't know why it's so funny. It's you trying to impersonate like a valley girl. Oh my god.
Listen, I can do a valley girl just fine, okay? It's me impersonating a British person trying to impersonate a valley girl.
I know
There's a lot of layers for me with a tiny brain.
There were a lot of layers there.
Yes, exactly. Wait, you can't be.
Okay.
You can't be laughing at me for trying.
What was
okay?
the line before? What was the line before that? I have no
probably
idea.
more insults towards me. You're being so mean right now. I see where Maya gets her rudeness from.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck off. Poor.
Well, even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Yes, that's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. You know, those damn Californian photographers. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not gonna give that last psyche lock so easily.
It's like, that's why they pay actors more than they pay cameramen. Who cares about... The cameramen are just idiots. They're always messing things up, those behind-the-scenes actors. They deserve to have terrible things done to them. But the people in front, like me, we never do anything wrong.
The paint, I'm assuming now,
Yeah.
for this one? Or one of them? Yeah, that one, probably. Or the second one. Well, Miss Andrews.
What is this supposed to mean?
Oh, never mind. No. Okay. This urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it.
They are pretty. I understand colors.
And there's some on the box the urn was stored in too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove? You're saying that just because something's the same color, it's the same as all the other things of the same color, Nick? That doesn't seem very forward-thinking of you.
Please. That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
No, I'm much too open-minded to follow your silly little insinuations. But also, yes.
Well, the rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means the urn was broken here too.
So, can you prove that? Can you prove that the box was dropped here in the basement warehouse? Because this is on the basement floor.
The other one... Yeah. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Before you accuse me of being racist again?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and the walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
If you put the box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Nicholas. Hey, back to full health.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Maya, I was the one. I'm the one who broke the urn.
You know, this one actually makes sense because I had no real connection to that urn. It was her urn. She deserves the apology. But boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
Yeah, I feel like some people give Maya a bad rep for being rude, but I can see where she gets it from. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. I'll never do anything wrong ever again.
That's kind of the common thread between her and Ron, huh? Did something wrong, tried to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? We do stuff wrong all the time, except we're just better about hiding it.
Indeed, it's not hard to understand at all. I know just how she feels, except I'm never caught, so...
What happened about 2 weeks ago? Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away, down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. People were like, "What's in the box?" You know how you say, and then I said nothing, but then I tripped on the paint can and I lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. You've never seen a more disastrous lesbian in your life. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. And feeling the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's what had happened. I just made it worse. I fucked up by dropping it, and then I fucked up by dropping it again. I just broken pieces of the urn, fell out of the box, and landed right in the paint.
Man, it was really all over for her ever since we found her guilty for breaking that guy.
And then a huge scream. I said, everything has gone downhill ever since I was found guilty for trying to frame that one man for murder. I had a perfect life until Phoenix Wright ruined it. Yeah, I can totally see how that happened. Phoenix ruins a lot of people's lives. Also, I'm clumsy too. Because I was also dropped multiple times as a kid. Like that urn. It's all coming together.
Yeah. I'm sure she understands.
Well, I knew the most important treasure in all of Crane Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards are pretty big, so you can, like, you know that image of Pearly being cute on the floor and crying to herself? Imagine that, but with a grown-ass woman. Oh, seeing that's what I am got changed to Army? Yes, like oh my god. And I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Army.
Yes, like oh my god. Any sane person, really? Are you sure?
Yeah, you'd have to be an idiot to make it say I am, in the first place. God, I wish I could read.
Yeah, she said she wasn't very good at spelling.
So cute. I mean, she is only 12. Anyway.
Not even.
Put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Okay, but there's something I don't get. When I first came here, I hadn't seen any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. Oh yeah, Phoenix says that about me. I used a golden statue to it.
Maya, please, you're gonna get the Child Protective Services called in. The Army face statue. Aha. First time that we came down here was on the night that the Sacred Urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floors in the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. Do you have any idea how hard it is to transfer gold? It's difficult. Yeah, and? I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. Oh, I see. Now it makes perfect sense. Miss Andrews is afraid of her flaws. She doesn't like showing them, but you know what Francisca says? She says your scars make you beautiful. And she usually says it right after she's done whipping somebody.
We're gonna come back to that later. But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. Yeah, she's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Huh? What? Hi. Huh. I don't know anything about anything. I messed with that to cover the paint so hard I moved it again. Well, then who was it? And who would have done it? And why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely posted at the door. The next day, it was moved. But why?
Yeah, that's what I just said, Phoenix. Typical. Ain't that right, ladies? I say something, and then the man thinks something, and then he gets all the credit.
I wasn't done. I'm thinking maybe it just got... Wait, does it have wheels in the bottom?
Yeah, it does. It's on a little, like, trolley thing.
Okay. So I'm thinking... He took the sword out of the hand to, like, whack, Actually... Okay, wait, now that story kind of goes out the window, because he was the one who stole... No. Did he whack Gumshoe over the head with it? Who did he... He claimed that he got whacked upside the head with the sword, right? And that's how What's-His-Face got away, Mask to Mask?
That was the claim.
Great. So, now that he was definitely Mask to Mask, how did the sword get bent unless he did it himself? Unless he just arranged the scene to make it look like there was a struggle in the first place? So he purposefully bent the sword and maybe moved the statue? I don't know. Maybe there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Say everything you just said, but do it again. I wasn't paying attention.
Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda White, was at KB Security. So then why did another Mask to Mask show up here?
Because it was Look at Me, the richest man alive.
Yeah, but why would he want the urn? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? That he's French.
I'm trying so hard to come up with something stupid for Maya to say, but I'm drawing a blank.
No, it's fine. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but... looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance.
To be continued? Question mark? Yeah. What undeniable fact that Phoenix and Edward are probably just going to be in a happy marriage. That's what I should have said. Damn it. It came too late. Could have come up with it in time.
Which means it never happened, and which means it's definitely not the truth.
Yep.
Need to call it there?
Depending on that before. Yeah, probably. I mean, there'll probably be a break in the thing, but I mean, we could. Let's see. What is this? The trial. There's probably gonna be a break in there. Oh, it actually doesn't look like. I'm just taking a peek at like the walkthrough thing, chapter divisions. Doesn't look like it'll be that long. I can probably get through this. I say that, but I'm gonna be the one that drags it out by saying stupid shit. So, fuck it, we'll just keep going.
Well,
I think we can get through the first half.
Okay, what is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Yep, it's a murder case, and Mask to Mask is about to lose all of his fans. For more reasons than one.
No, I think
First
it's
off,
just
he
that
looks like...
prosecutor's so pretty. I bet that's why.
Okay, fine. Multiple reasons.
Also, you're all idiots. They're here for the trial next door.
Even though Godot's here?
Why don't you know this, Nick? Oh my gosh, you have to do everything around here. This is a typical job of a CEO. They're having the Detective Atmos trial today.
More like typical job for a fan. Detective Atmos. The moment we got that guy found guilty, I just completely blocked him out of my memory. I do not even want to think about him.
Well, I'm gonna make you think about him. They say they're gonna try him as Master Mask.
Already? Oh, that was fast. Good.
Oh, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial. I don't know who this is.
Is that Godot?
Okay.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. She's like, listen, without you there doing your job as the leader of the place, somebody needs to be holding seances and shit. So she was gonna take care about it. I don't know who this is supposed to be. I thought maybe it was Look At Me.
Ron?
Okay. Well, no, because why would Ron?
It could be Ron. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since Edison and last year they put me in charge. Oh, it is. It is him. Okay.
Please, don't ignore me!
Oh, Mr. Delight. Morning.
No one likes me.
Yep, that'd be the truth.
I mean, my wife.
Nope, no one. Absolutely nobody.
No one would notice me even if I killed someone.
That's right, and nobody would notice if you were killed.
You don't mean you're the murderer. What? Stop! You can't say these things! No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. Thief can't really be poor.
And yet, somehow you are. So that just says lots about your character.
Okay, now let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from the second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit these heists.
You really think there's a chance for you? Connect.
Possible. But today's trial is a race for something.
Yeah, I understood you. We're speaking our thieves' cant right now. But, how come? Let's just take our time like always. Talk like usual. Yawning, blubbering, all that kind of stuff.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Is it because you're intensely intimidated by that prosecutor with an attractive jawline? Making you question your relationship to Edgeworth like everything else seems to do? Even though you seem so confident about it, you're always quaking in your boots.
Absolutely not. In fact, I'll have you know that I texted Edgeworth this morning and he sent me a heart emoji. Not really. He clicked it. He pressed the button. He pressed the text and then he hovered over it and then he clicked the little heart. You know how you do when you. Anyway.
I'm just letting you dig. I'm just letting you dig this hole yourself. You think this is helping your case, but it's really not.
It is. He held down the message and clicked the heart over my message. You didn't. It's going to be on your love
session
language.
for the trial of Mr. Rondelight. If the defense could stop bringing in their personal issues, even when their husband isn't in the courtroom, that would be greatly appreciated.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Are you? Because you seem oh so confident discussing how you're so
The
happy.
defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready. Preparation is the last refuge of the weak.
All right. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. since you are the strongest among us.
Yep, those looks at the judge and the palm of his hand yet again.
Rondelite is simply too young to be sent to war. That is all.
What?
You know, we do tend to make those kind of calls here in the judicial system of California. If a young man makes a mistake and also happens to be a certain skin color, we tend to excuse most crimes early on in their life because it's just how it goes. So, I totally know what you mean, Mr. Godot.
Cool. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. For example, the defendant just said that he could get away with murder a couple of minutes ago because nobody would notice it.
You gotta remove the hand, buddy. You gotta remove the hand.
Okay, but I try I do so many different techniques to try and get it, and none of them work. Such a shame.
No.
That is all my statement means. You understand now?
Yep, I totally understood what you were saying when you had your hands over your mouth just then. So let me briefly summarize the details of this case for anyone with worse hearing than me.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
Allow me to show you how a man does it. The victim is Brad Quanda Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated at 1 a.m. of the previous day.
And that's when our lost little kitten dropped the ball. That lost little kitten is, of course, that femboy over there.
Very well then, Mr. Godot. You may call your first witness.
He's like straight up calling him a Neko too. It's definitely like, AKA a bottom, not like a cat boy. It's fitting.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one will always be the best.
Is your witness coffee?
Alright, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rondelite, has to say for himself without being caffeinated.
Mr. Wright, objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but you're always rolling at a disadvantage, aren't you?
He's not wrong. Let's just hope that he doesn't say anything that has such a grievous contradiction. But I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. Defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
Oh,
Like my mentor did for me.
well, I see you've either got guts or stupidity to try it.
I'll try it then. Mr. Ron Detroit, please try to stand.
So, you totally did it, didn't you?
Objection,
The prosecution rests,
objection, that's
Your
like
Honor.
straight up a leading question. Like,
Well, if he wasn't such a weak man,
question?
perhaps he wouldn't have allowed himself to be led. But seeing as he is the femboy that he is, that's nothing but a fault of his own character.
Listen, just because he's a bottom doesn't mean...
I know this might be hard for you to understand, Trite, but the strong must lead the weak.
Oh, I bet you live by that motto. No. That's not true. I didn't do it. I also am not a bottom. I definitely don't get pegged by Desiree. Don't say that. I don't want that spreading
Oh
around.
my god, I'm so jealous. Why did I ever think of that? That's, of course, that's what's happening. Oh my god, she's so hot, Nick. Why can't I be pegged?
Maya,
Well,
I will personally escort you out of this courtroom.
I will admit I've seen a lot from the defense, but that was something new. For a moment there, I thought Phoenix was about to say that he would peg her, and I was about to be very concerned.
What?
Also, I thought
I don't know, it just said, you know, Maya wanted to be pegged, and you're like, Maya, I will personally. I was like, oh no, what is she about to say?
No. I'm just like, I'm not gonna even let the bailiff get to it first. I'm just gonna personally do it myself and kick you out of this courtroom.
Personally do it yourself and peg his daughter, just to shut her up and be like, look, it's not even that great, okay? As someone who gets pegged all the time. Like, it's just okay.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
alright.
Also, bold of you to assume that we're not switches.
Yep, and just when I thought we could actually make this one short, they're talking about switching on the defense. Great.
Well, Mr. Light sure looks plenty guilty for someone who's so lucky about getting pegged by Bussy. Look at that face he's making. I bet he's dreaming about it happening again.
Oh my gosh. Once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
And then I could get pegged.
But... please.
Alright, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? You didn't kill Babad, so why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home.
Oh, then let's hear some testimony about what happened.
I want to die, so I'm going home.
Alright, but be sure to kill yourself.
That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got had ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place.
Well, the weak get washed away by the tides of fate, and the strong drink it up. This cup is actually filled with seawater, and it doesn't even affect me. Ah, so bitter, just like my destiny.
Alright, now he's just trying too hard.
I mean, but you never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Nick, give me a coffee. Black.
Mr. Wright, get your daughter a coffee, if you would please.
I'll do my job first.
Oh, well, that's gonna be a first.
Listen. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 a.m., that's the exact time of the victim, Mr. Bullseye, was murdered, correct?
Well, it's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
Why did he look at me when he said that?
I want to go on a coffee date.
Okay. They ordered you there. It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've got another blackmail letters, then?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like steal this or... Okay. Why did you save those for later, Mr. Lloyd? Please, I'm begging you.
Oh, we're trying to break out into song? It goes something something, street rat, something something. I don't remember the... Nick, you know the lyrics.
One step ahead of the
Yeah,
lawman.
that's the one.
Da-da-da. No, it's been a while. Now, what should I do? So, what did the blackmail letter and the questions say? It's set to bring $50,000.
And then it said, riffraff, street route, scoundrel, take that. That sounds like was some of the blackmail letters saying, words are hard.
So it was about money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder. But some men just want to watch the world burn.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right? Were you thinking instead you'll just take a stroll around the block, stop thief, vandal, outrage, scandal?
What's that reference?
It's still the Aladdin song. I just have it in.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah. It's like what the guards and stuff yell at him, I think.
It's been a real long time since I've seen Aladdin. Oh, after all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of, except the fact that you were a thief.
An important point indeed, being fearless. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony, the thing that you said about having nothing to be afraid of.
We're gonna have to expose him. Oh gosh. Yep. He knows. He knows. He knows. A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Alright, just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask to mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullet didn't have anything on me.
He didn't.
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. Okay. So that's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was mask to mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. So... okay. You used to be security chief of KB Security, right? Yes, that's right.
The security chief! You! I could take you!
And yes, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Someone must have come to their senses about how utterly unintimidating you are. Revenge for an old grudge, perhaps? A perfect motive for murder, would you not say, Trite?
Okay, this isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject.
What are we feeling?
I feel like why he was fired might kind of dig us a deeper hole. I'm sure. Oh, okay.
I thought. That's my fault. I thought you were going somewhere else. We're all about digging ourselves into the hole anyway. That's our whole thing, so it's fine. I was just being in character.
Yep, into the... sure. Into the thick of it. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Mick, are you sure you want to do that? That seems like a...
Well...
Wow, the world is filled with those who have said I wish I had never asked that. And that is you right now.
Defendant! Answer the question about why you are fired!
I'm just so upset with you right now.
Listen, the way you were setting that up sounded like you wanted to know.
You could have let me finish!
Imagine waiting for a full sentence. Can't do it.
Well, I needed money.
You needed money.
Well, you see, Jesse loves to spend it. It's kind of a hobby.
Women.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick?
Yep, that's your girl. My salary wasn't nearly enough. So I stole data from the company.
Nick, why did you ask this?
Shut up, Maya. Come again. KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was security team chief...
Oh my, so you stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out that I was fired immediately. God damn it. Oh, I know. I knew better. I knew better. I was somehow able to keep it a secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own.
Listen, Nick, you don't look so good. You seemed so confident asking this question.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you. As CEO, I think I might just do that.
So, you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry. Don't apologize to him, apologize to the guy. Oh wait, he's dead.
Well, this is a very important fact. Even if Phoenix proves you aren't a murderer, we will still convict you for more than one type of thievery.
Yeah. I mean, that much was already planned. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Dusty's hobby. What else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste!
So, Miss Delight don't know her husband was fired, does she?
So it would seem.
I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other, but I wish.
Wish it was. No. I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think seriously about couples.
When me and Francisca start going steady, I'm never keeping any secrets. I'm gonna tell her about all the crimes I commit straight up.
Mr. Wright, can you please stay focused?
There really wasn't that much to his testimony, was there?
Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
Uh-oh. Oh, bad. We better be careful.
If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth.
Yeah. Okay. You need around 1 a.m. when you see Mr. Billboard. Fuck me, let her go over there. Didn't scare me, it wasn't gonna cause me trouble or anything. I don't work for KB Security today, you guys said there's jobs for us. Find me for selling company secrets, best to know about that. Well, what is this again?
Save, and then maybe.
You have an idea?
I'm a vague one. Go back to the thing. So the one where it says, or the text that said it wasn't going to cause him trouble. That just seems like a weird thing to say, right? Like, if someone could prove that you committed these crimes, even though you weren't the mastermind, I feel like I'd be worried about that, but I don't know what we would even present on that.
So maybe black on the bout said you don't want your identity revealed. I'm sure it's referring to the mask thing. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This happened the first time?
Nope.
Okay.
But it makes sense that he'd say something more about that now.
Well, I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, the victim had no proof that the defendant was masked. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier.
Oh, what? That was all over with once I was fired. But it is true that the fact I stole secrets was kept under wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now, after a whole year later. Is that really true?
What is it, Nick?
The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge.
I mean, I'd imagine so.
Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public.
Mr. Wright!
Well, if nothing else, because Desiree would have been. I mean, according to him, he says that Desiree would have a problem with if she knew he was a criminal.
What are you trying to do, bullying your own client?
Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow.
Yeah. That's exactly right. That feels like a compliment.
Exactly right? Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo.
Is that a flirtation?
You can't see it, but I'm actually winking at you underneath this mask. Yes, now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion, and then I might just let you put some assertion into my backup, if you know what I mean. Why would Mr. Delight
I'm happily married.
Keep telling yourself that. So why would you want to keep data stealing secrets from going public? Or do you think he fears?
So we either present Desiree, or what was this? What did his testimony say again?
Hates criminals and cowards.
When we got out of him.
The two things that he is. His testimony was about getting the thieves tips. Second highest.
Gotcha.
What could possibly scare a femboy like himself? Oh yes, a strong, independent woman. That will do it.
Love, if nothing else, Mr. Godot. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secret.
I think you mean a certain goddess, Nick.
I said what I said.
A certain goddess? Who? I want to meet this person. When do we get to examine her? I mean, cross-examine her.
You met her the other day. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Yeah, she showed up to deliver the urn, right?
I can't remember, but probably. What did I have the judge do? He must have tested, but whatever, it's fine.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What? But listen to me. My Jessie. Jeez.
Not gonna be your death for long. Well, it looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins.
I'll show you fun. Wait, not like that.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. We all know that you'll be showing me fun before the night is done, Mr. Wright. Trite. And it was all your wife's fault.
What? You're losing me between the fletches. This was so much easier to follow when it was his husband.
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habits, for which he was fired. Typical woman, am I right, boys?
Huh? Aren't you?
Unable to face his own wife like the little petty femboy that he is, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh, So in the end, the blame lies with a woman once more.
God, no, not everything has to do with... Ugh. Everything's falling neatly in place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that. Or you'll be sorry!
Oh my, we're gonna get his rage coming out? The fabled thing that made Dessa fall for him? I doubt it, because it don't exist!
Well, it seems this is oddly personal for the defense's daughter. And also that we've learned a great deal of things here so far, most of which are damning for the defense's parent. Self. The defense.
What do you think, Nick? Who could he be talking about?
We're screwed. I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes
I
without
assure
Francisca
you.
being here.
You have no idea how much I could do to you in just 20 minutes. Try it.
I'm gonna avoid looking at him for the duration of this trial. For my
Good
own
luck
sanity.
with that! Anyway, clearly there was a sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much, and a woman who doesn't care at all. A tale as old as time.
Yes, and the motive is clear. Allow us to move on to provide more damning evidence. Mr. Wright, would you like a safe word? I will continue until you tell me to stop. So,
Why is he worse than Francisca? I didn't think that was possible. Why is he worse than Francisca?
what happened at the scene of the crime at 1 in the morning? At the scene of the crime at that time in the morning, Mr. Delight. Come now, tell us. We're all ears.
That was like straight up a JoJo pose. Oh, when I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. That who looked surprisingly like a Frenchman. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. Wearing what? When I came to, Mr. Bullet. Oh, yeah, maybe.
I guess.
But I came to, Mr. Bullet was lying there, dead.
No, suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I know how that feels. I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said the masked man struck him on the head from behind.
Of course, since Mr. Atme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Or... Well,
imagine believing that that was a lie. No one's going to believe such a pathetic lie like that.
What are you saying? I really was attacked.
Oh, please, if you were ever attacked, you would simply die. You're far too fragile.
We'll find out whether or not you're dead during the cross-examination.
You got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. That's not the making of a real man. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend.
You don't have to worry about that, Mr. Goodell. I'll be just fine. Oh, I have faith in Ron. I have faith in me. I have faith. I know he didn't do it.
Interesting how much you believe in faith and faithfulness. I wonder if that's ever been reciprocated to you.
Dude, don't go there. This will break me. Alright, who is the suspicious shadow? Well, I go let in my dog, because I'm tired of hearing him whine outside my door.
So I see the defendant abuses his puppies as much as he does his daughters. Isn't that interesting?
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Go to your bed. There were 1,000 of me, and even one knew. I tell you, trust me.
He's dodging
I
all of
said
our
go to your bed.
questions, which is not helping us with his case. God, I wish I had a dog up here with me.
Okay, then how is the victim, Mr. Bullard? That's not the voice. Okay, how was the victim, Mr. Bullard? Something. Oh, what do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think I'm gonna kill
I
him.
asked you.
I think I'm
Don't-
gonna kill him. I want it on the record right now. I'm gonna kill him.
I might let you. Forget it. Your forehead? Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room.
Here, I'll recreate the scene for everybody in the courtroom right now. Just give me my bat.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack.
Bet you I can beat it.
Okay, do you remember anything about who hit you? Like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. Maya, please. So I think I was a little dazed for a while.
I don't think Mr. Light even grasped about what you were thinking, asking.
Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself, actually.
say the word.
I'm on board.
Say the word and I'm there. I already got my bat in hand. I will leap over this desk and smack him.
Not here. We still need him, unfortunately. Maybe it would knock some sense back into him, though.
Could you please clarify what you're referring to?
Why, my Mask to Mask costume, of course.
Wait just a moment. Mask.
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dress as Mask to Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security.
None here.
Did you know about this? He never told me this. He never tells me anything.
Yeah, no, I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either.
Well, even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets.
I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind?
My sixth cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly.
So 9, no wait, I can do math. 11 more to go then, huh?
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information, nor can we ignore how the defense can't do simple arithmetic. Witness, please correct your testimony and include how dumb your defense attorney is.
Why are you dressed up as Mask to Mask? Why? Because I'm Mask to Mask, of course.
Oh my god, what are you talking about? Master Mouse trial is being held next door, with the Frenchest man alive.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, that's why.
Oh no. Anyway.
That's exactly what. Oh yeah, he is. Anyway, I thought I was being blackmailed with the Master Mouse issue, because that's who I am, Master Mouse. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's real pain to move around in that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. It took a lot longer? What are you talking about? What do you mean by it took a lot longer? Oh god! Damn it.
Phoenix, remember when I told you way back at the start of this whole ordeal that we shouldn't take on this guy? I remember that.
My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullhead's body.
Now, Mr. Wright, I know that this is kind of your whole shtick, but seriously, what the fuck? Back up a second. How many crimes are you confessing to right now? You
Screwed.
were the one that hid the body in the safe.
I mean, that would be very interesting if this was like the first trial where pressing your people actually got you screwed and it got a bad end. But I'm sure if we didn't mention this stuff, Godot would have just brought it up somehow anyway. Well, yeah.
Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? How are your defenses?
Well, that's the thing, Johanna. I wasn't thinking, that is.
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
Nani?
The answer is simple. Coffee. When do they take them off? Phoenix, why
Stop
don't you go
looking
ahead?
at me. I knew it.
As usual, the defense is flirting with the prosecution.
Okay, it's the other way around. Anyway, do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer?
Ah, so you're not as stupid as you look. Well, that's a shame. I have quite a weak spot for idiotic men.
Oh, well, I guess we're just not meant for each other.
This metaphor he's making is really obscure. What do you think he means when he says he has a thing for idiotic men? I feel like it's got some sort of deeper meaning going on here, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
I don't know. I'm just looking at this wedding ring. I don't know.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean you're setting out to become a homewrecker? And that you knew about all this safe business?
No.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Oh, I should have let my granddaughter sign me up for TikTok. Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony.
Yes, sir. And
Bailiff.
I'll also help you sign up for TikTok.
Never mind.
Okay. Looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. I know we've been over this, but why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well,
Oh my
because it
god.
wouldn't fit in the drawer. I hate him.
He's an actual psychopath. Okay, I know I'm lonely, but I actually just want him away from Desi. This man is not safe to be around people. I'm doing it for love, and also just as a general service to society. This man should not be out on the streets.
Yeah, no, I'm inclined to agree. That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, when I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it and kind of went on autopilot there. I thought if they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. Couldn't have that, so...
I think you have a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him, and that's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body.
It certainly makes more sense.
Wait. Hold on. 10 minutes.
What is it, Nick?
I just had a thought.
Wow, is that your first one?
Cute. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 whole minutes to do it?
Well, you see, I'm a normal person, so I have no idea what a psychopath like him would be thinking about. Let me see here. Under those circumstances... What circumstance? Oh! Hey, Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what the circumstances were? You know, play the game.
Yeah, the core record it is.
We heard this from Mr. Delisle yesterday, didn't we?
And there's not much in this testimony either.
I betcha he's still hiding something, because he's a slimy son of a bitch, and we'd all be better with him in jail.
Okay, let's... I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of him.
I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated. There you go. So... This, and presenting his testimony? No.
There was...
Are we presenting the buzzer thing?
I thought so, but...
I guess I should
I
say
don't...
it.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be the buzzer. It's the only thing that has time on it. I don't know where we're going with this, but we're gonna go with it.
Yeah. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record?
And what might this be?
Record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, the security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m.
What?
If Miss Rhonda Light truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, security guard would have been heading his way.
Objection!
Let's see who we remember. That's what you sound like. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. We probably had no idea there was security personnel in the building. And let's remember who you're dealing with here. I am this courtroom's reckoner.
And let's remember who we're dealing with here. He was the chief of security. Exactly. There's no way he wouldn't have known about this.
Well, I can object your objection and hit the desk just the same. And as it turns out, the guards never came. I bet you know a thing or two about that, don't you, Wright?
Yeah. You'd be surprised. That was nothing more than a coincidence.
Oh, it's a coincidence that you know
Well, you
something
see,
about
my
me.
friend is an idiot. What did you say?
It's fine.
The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser. Who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend. And wasn't anywhere in the vicinity, was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Ah, I didn't remember who we're dealing with here. It is a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he would have ignored something like that. Or could have. If he had been conscious, that is.
I hate to interrupt the rally because I think you're surpassing even your and Edgeworth's objections to each other.
I thought so too. I was gonna say.
Edge, I was ashamed to break the volley going on here, but what do you mean by conscious?
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
Gladly. Recall the defendant's testimony.
No.
The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? He fainted?
That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, this...
Objection! Oh, this is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Billboard Bucket.
That's not even his name. Then who pressed the buzzer?
Well, it was Buzzard Buckboard. The victim. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button like a real man. Like you, as I tell you that you will only have my permission to die after this case has been settled. If I were to stab you right now, you just have to hold on.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there.
So Billy Boy Bubbly sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? Did I really prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer?
Yes,
well,
because the buzzer didn't have fingerprints, and Mr. Buckby had fingers.
The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. I assumed that he would just find a way to, like, prove that someone could have wiped them off or something, but... I believe this is the piece of that's a new one. Incontrovertible evidence you were
Look
looking
who's
for.
trying to steal out some big mighty words here that he doesn't know how to use.
Yeah.
An emergency buzzer. Is there some kind of clue on it that is incontrovertible?
Absolutely not.
Oh, hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. For example, I never say anything that is irrelevant.
Oh, how delusional you are. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
Now I'm the one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind.
Paturi!
Oh, is that the first time he's done a spit take?
I think so. Well,
Run, Delight. Obviously wipe them off.
Yeah. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment.
He touched that button, I know he did. Look at him. He touches everything.
Oh, really? Can you prove it? The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask.
You there, daughter of the
That's
defense.
also true.
Show me on the doll where Mr. Delight touched you.
Wait. Isn't this going to hurt our case?
What do you mean?
If he... Oh, never mind, I guess not. What? Never mind. I think I'm just losing it.
And Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints?
Order.
Oh,
Well, you see that you've fallen right into my trap, and I've been forced to eat a crow.
so what blend number crow coffee flavored coffee is the dog barking about?
If the real killer was there at the
Hey.
scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer in the presence of a barking dog? Should they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger of a barking dog? What's with this awkward silence? Why did the dog stop barking? Looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. You know what they say. Debauchery and theatrics are tools of the uninitiated, I'm pretty sure is the thing. I'm forgetting that.
Oh man, they're on to you, Nick, about being a virgin.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Like,
What a good callback.
I was gonna say if you weren't. Okay, please just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. It's so hard to wrap my head around what this guy says. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m.
Mr. Light just happened to waltz in when the
Mr.
murder
Dil-
was taking place, right? I can say things too, Nick.
Yeah,
I've been following along.
good job. The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer.
Even though the security was supposed to respond right away, the buzzer was pressed. If the buzzer was pressed.
Security was supposed to respond.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then.
Oh, so you've got some guts. I like that in a man. Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
To...
Find out
Is it
what
to
he's
call the
did.
security guard? Is it to... You wanted to frame him? Like, to get him caught?
It's actually because it said that he was supposed to come, so...
Yeah, 1 second. I was gone for 2 seconds. The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up because, as I said, he's a pathetic loser.
Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. That's what we in the business call getting beat up.
Oh my, what a touching story. Seeing if a man's spiritual body breaks first, I'm a huge fan. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in?
Not even a little bit. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Rhonda Light, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then. In this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Rhonda Light. And if any security guards came running in at that time, they would think that I was the murderer. Yes, this was precisely the real killer's objective, but I'm still confused because that does explain how he was able to time travel, teleport, and be in two places at once.
Evil brother Nick, I called it because I said we've seen it before. But really, it was me time traveling and saying seen it before was this moment. Obviously.
To frame Rhonda Light for the murder. I bet I could get you to spit it more like that.
That's not me.
It would seem that you desperately want to try from where you're undressing me with your eyes. I've been made to eat my words once again. I suppose Mr. Wright just desperately wants me to eat him.
Actually, he was doing a spit take with a cup of coffee and I'd eat nothing.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, you're flirting. Who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait. Wait a second. I'm the one and only masked mask, so...
Nick, you mean the real killer is...
Oh, we're gonna drag that person in here right now.
But, sorry, Demo. Who is it?
Oh, I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard.
Let's hear your accusation. Who was it that framed Roger Rabbit for the murder of Bucky Barnes?
Detective, look at me. He's the only one who could have done it.
A nice detective.
Look at me.
Me and Masked Mask did it to Masked Mask. I believe this is what they call...
Yeah.
Self-cess.
What is it? It's fine. I never had it. It's just ignore me.
Okay. Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next door is not Masked Mask at all. He's simply a poser. He is in actuality the true murderer of Kane Bullard.
Order me, Mr. Wright, explain thyself.
Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime?
Adultery. But I mean, out of those two, I guess murder. It's a capital crime subject to capital punishment, which means we put the P uppercase.
if you look at the Bible, all sin is the same.
Exactly.
Please remember.
I could murder this
Please
man
remember
right
this.
now, and Maya could kick his dead body, and we're both going to hell.
Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke at me confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom.
I remember he said, "Please introduce me as the lay Joker."
Well, of course, the famous detective was unmasked as, well, Damask.
Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. Oh, so we were right on the money. They were both trying to not get found guilty for murder.
Called it.
To be found guilty. I
Yeah.
feel some force extra-dimensional is, like, way ahead of us.
That still doesn't explain the warehouse. Master Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Mask and Mask was Luke at me's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. I knew he wouldn't have been able to fit that nose in the mask. I bet maybe he got someone to pose as him.
No idea.
The guilty verdict as an alibi.
You know, it's almost time.
For what?
To see your city die. And for Luke Atmy's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course, that's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder.
Mr. Look at Me's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. Much more than any of your trials have done, Phoenix. If you were to intrude
Yeah, I don't consider that a burn.
and failed to provide adequate proof of his crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Am I really sure about this? Like, I don't care about the fame or whatever. Just the money. But
A bet's only good when your life's the ante.
Mr. Wright, I believe in you. That means nothing to me, Ron, but thank you. Mr. Delight. So, please, I'm begging you! I mean, thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life, so maybe have a bit more concern. I really risk your life like this.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Phoenix?
Oh, I know that voice. Oh, like this?
Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust.
Don't stray. What? I wasn't being unloyal. Disloyal. Yeah. That voice. It sounds like Mia. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess.
So that's your answer, huh? Want to play together at lunchtime?
Very well, I've decided as well, very well. The court will now take a 20-minute recess for the prosecution and defense to diddle each other's assholes. Mr. Wright, will you return? Please. Please summon Mr. Look at Me to the stand and have no more of this sexual tension. I trust you'll expend
You
the
just dropped.
I trust you'll
You
release
just dropped
all of
all
each
the
other's
pieces.
during this recess.
Your Honor, we're not gonna.
Just get it out of your
Yes,
system
Your
so we can move on.
Only if Edward was into a threesome, which I'm not.
Hey,
Thinking
Dan. Nick's talking
we're gonna do
about
that.
wanting to do a threesome. Seems to be unsatisfied with just you currently. Love, Maya. Daughter
Absolutely.
number 1.
Absolutely not. I would only be into it if he was wanting to try it. If not, nope. I'm a one guy kind of guy. Anyway, it's not doing it to be continued yet. So, oh my god. Oh, that was me. We're just gonna come in and wreck this guy. I'm kind of here for it, actually. Well, Sir Detective Amy. We just barged in like, okay, shut up, Payne. We don't need you. Come here at me. It's like, wait, no, I was this close to.
I have to say, Monsieur Payne, you perform splendidly.
Oh no, Sir Detective Amy. You were the one who.
Oh my, look at this lion. No, that is enough.
Wow, he is a lion.
This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds defendant Look at Me.
Objection! Or that. Wait! Objection. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please.
Oh, well, Monsieur Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Okay, that's a face. Who's this hose around?
We haven't met. Maybe we should swap judges for a day or something. But my name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Dad, Phoenix is now getting smitten with new judge next door. His beard is a lion's mane. Might want to consider growing facial hair. Love, Maya.
Not that into. Whatever. I love you for you, Edgeworth. And I wish to file an accusation against this man. Look at me. Accusation? You accuse Master Mask. That man is not Master Mask. Shut up, Payne. You're so clueless. He's just a ruthless murderer.
What? I am so shocked.
Humana. There's our to be continued. It's time to convene with the freshest man alive. But that will be saved for next time on Tribulations. For now, it is time for prosecution and defense to diddle each other's assholes from what I heard down the line.
Because we've been speaking in metaphors and innuendos this whole time, and then you just went straight to that.
Exactly! Just enough with the sexual tension and underlying messages. Just do it and get it out of each other's systems. Honestly. Literally right in front of your daughter.
No, she knows I'm loyal to Edward, even though she
is constantly
keep stirring
texting how you are not
I know.
loyal.
She likes to rock the boat. It's kind of annoying. She exists to torture me. But don't
like
all children.
Yep.
Yeah,
We can agree on that. We can agree on our opinions about women and children. Definitely.
You lost
And
me
with
at the
that,
moment,
recess.
But